Whoa. Of course, what I don't have is the chats. I don't have my deal set up. There we go. There we are. Morning. Good. Cool. Well, let's. But yeah, I'm kind of frame here. Touch. There we go. Like, I feel like that's a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Bigger here or that was before? I don't know. It's up to you guys, I guess. And doesn't really matter to me in the end. Ah, that is good. All right. Well, let me see here. Oh, it's doing the window into time. Yeah. What's the latest today? Have anything? Oh, this was pretty crazy. This from a couple days ago. It's like 7.5 minutes long. I'll skip playing the whole thing. But the gist is, Trump DOJ official caught on tape calling conservative parents terrorists over email demanding accountability. This is apparently a top legal advisor to Todd Blanche. Former Judge Vance Day apparently referred to conservative parents as terrorists and declared, "We don't negotiate with terrorists."
I think these politics are easy because who's going to believe a school mom is a terrorist? I mean, honestly.
Well, I agree with you on that. But when you put stuff out into the biosphere of the media that says, you better do something by January 15th or else. My response is somebody who was a journalist and has a master's degree in terrorism. So my response, as well as the whole DOJ, was, we don't negotiate with terrorists. Do not threaten us.
Where was the threat?
That was Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche's general counsel, a former judge named Vance Day, calling parents targeted by Democrat officials, including the Biden regime DOJ, terrorist. Yes, a Trump official calling concerned conservative parents terrorist. That doesn't give you any indication just to how far we've fallen. Vance Day accused a group of parents led by Kelly Walker of threatening the DOJ simply for this email from December 23rd. It was sent to multiple DOJ officials with the subject line, quote, "Parents demand action from this administration by January 15th. Now, I read the email, and it's a desperate plea for the DOJ to do its job and to keep Trump's promise of accountability for the weaponization enacted by the former regime. But it appears the Trump DOJ is more at war with the parents than the actual corrupt officials who weaponize government against them. In another letter I obtained from a parent targeted in Pennsylvania, the parent describes how Blanche's office, primarily Vance Day and another official named Ketan Birud, interviewed and prevented Ed Martin, who is soon to depart the DOJ and has just been revealed, which I confirmed on Friday. I just hadn't let the cat out of the bag yet, out of respect for Mr. Martin. But Ed...
Tea retrieval successful. Get my caffeine. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's good. All right. Anyway, let's get back to the main pile here. Here we go. Oh, Steph, you are so awesome. You are the best. The best of the best of the best. There we go. Video thread. Oh, Fort Fisher. Fort Fisher on the ground where? Minneapolis. Police declared a nuisance and an unlawful assembly Thursday night as protesters banged their pots and pans and shook barricades outside some Hilton Hotel in Minneapolis, which is allegedly housing ICE agents. So they say. Ugh.
Quit your job! Come back before it's too late! And this follows you for the rest of your life!
Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, Democrat rep Ayanna Pressley, remember her? Went from a negative net worth, negative, to $8 million, at least, that we know of, since getting elected. Now has 5 rental properties, including one in Martha's Vineyard, generating $350,000 annually from rent. I've seen this bitch driving around in a nice vehicle.
Where did you make all this income? From the rental
Oh, shit. Here she's getting driven.
property?
Sir, I submit a financial disclosure, just
Shaved head.
like everybody else. There's nothing to see here. Thank you.
Is it
Ugh.
appropriate for members to make so
Heebie-jeebies.
much money when they're in office? Should there be rules there? Financial disclosure reports show that the wealth of Pressley and her husband Conan Harris swelled from $12,000 in 2019 to as much as $8 million. 5 rental properties earn them up to $350,000 annually. Pressley
Yeah.
once advocated to suspend rent during the pandemic.
More from their rental properties than just about any of us make in a year. More than if some of you are blessed to own a home. Just taking in about as much in a year as some of your homes are worth. Just for existing, just for sitting there.
She pushed policies for struggling homeowners.
These little to no cost bills help people remain housed.
Presley's husband is an ex-con who went from serving a decade in jail before they were married for drug trafficking to raking in up to $1 million a year as a business and management consultant.
Yeah, it makes sense.
There are many times where we can see that the spouse is the person who may be bringing in the most income.
Some lawmakers resist restrictions on outside earnings. Do you think that there should be changes, some different rules about what members can make while they're in office?
These are presumably right-wing reports designed to try to undermine our members, and there's nothing credible that has been suggested that I've seen.
But other members worry about their colleagues cashing in on congressional service.
The idea that people's net worth balloons at that level is yet another erosion of public trust.
There was one of the first aphorisms I learned is politics is the art of turning influence into affluence.
Now, the money also followed Presley's fellow squad member Ilhan Omar to Congress. A House committee is probing how assets belonging to Omar's husband grew into the millions. Brett?
Gee, I wonder. Oh, whoa, cool. NASA releasing breathtaking footage of aurora ribbons shimmering above the Earth. Oh, this stuff is always fascinating. Come on now. Wow.
Initiated by a court order.
Trump posting here.
Initiated by a court order, the Michigan investigation team obtained forensic access to a DS200 tabulator, the machine that counts the votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate modem engagement and transmission of election data. Some of the anomalies that we noticed in the 2020 general elections, that 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time in these key battleground states. These were all where the software, Dominion machines, ESNS machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been noted in other countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed,
Yeah, look at that.
There was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
Look at that. Gee. That was great. That was funny. Top European leaders going down in disarray after, Epstein files. Okay.
Reviewing a number of reports relating to alleged misconduct in a public office after emails were discovered which suggest that Lord Mandelson, when he was business secretary, sent market-sensitive information to the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The correspondence is contained in more than 3 million documents released by the U.S. Justice Department relating to Epstein. All this springs from an email dating from 2010 in which it's alleged Peter Mandelson gave Epstein advanced warning of a planned €500 billion bailout from the EU to save the euro. Well, the BBC has approached Lord Mandelson for comment. Meanwhile, Sarah Ferguson's charity, Sarah's Trust, announced it will be closing for the foreseeable future after new revelations emerged about the former Duchess of York's friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Emails suggest that she was in contact with him while he was in prison and had asked for his advice about her business.
She looks like someone who probably eats the faces off of living children.
The Mother's Army.
I don't know. Something about the look.
The Mother's Army. Again, the BBC has contacted Ferguson for comment on the latest release. Being named among the Epstein files is not an indication of wrongdoing. Simon Jones begins our coverage.
Yeah, you know who she reminds me of a little bit, kind of, actually? There's something just kind of uncannily familiar. This demon. Probably even running some of the same circles. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Yup. I was not wrong about that. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Whoa. That's, okay. Surge continues. Authority. Oh, Go 3 stuff. What is even going on with this, man?
Authorities in that news conference yesterday really they gave us a lot of detail on some of the information we'd heard earlier this week. However, they did not indicate that they are any closer to finding Nancy Guthrie. It was good to hear that they do believe she is.
What? Oops, I did that. I hit F5 like a noob. Come back here, please. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Yeah. Okay. We're going to try again here. Come on.
News conference yesterday really they gave us a lot of detail on some of the information we'd heard earlier this week. However, they did not indicate that they are any closer to finding Nancy Guthrie. It was good to hear that they do believe she is still out there. The FBI said that they are taking the ransom note sent to TMZ and local TV stations in Tucson seriously, that it came with 2 deadlines, one that passed yesterday at 5 p.m. and then a final one this Monday. The FBI says the note does not give them or the family a way to communicate with whoever sent it either, but it did reference the location of